Hey guys, I just want to talk to you about something. I want to talk to you about the difference between TV, movies, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Technically, TV and movies are called skits. They're skitters. What that means is that they remember lines and they do physical motions at the same time, but it's all written that if they don't do it exactly right, it's called wrong. And if it's called wrong, you could get fired. That's TV and movies. That's called skitting. Then you have TikTok, which it's called sketching. A sketch is like a choreography, but not for a show in itself, like for a music video. Cause uh choreography is like a smaller term for something more specific. A sketch is like just something you do physically where you don't involve words. When it's no words, you call it a sketch. Like a silent movie, that would be a sketch. But when movies had voices in them, it turned into skits because it added the element of talking, which is what makes it different to sketching, which never has words or very few words, keywords that have to do with the expression of what they're doing, but in itself, it's a different science. It's called sketch. A skit is with words and motion, while a sketch is usually just motion. Okay, so you can say TV and movies are skits. TV and movies are skits. Sorry if I get it wrong one time, but movies and shows are skits. That's why people are not watching that too much anymore. Well, TikTok is sketch or sketches, or the guys who do TikTok are sketchers. It's the science of doing corporate things without saying a word or saying just a few words to make it make some sense. Because usually sketches, people don't think it makes sense, but you have to look at what they do, and what they physically do is what they're saying. So most people look at TikTok like if it's nothing, but TikTok is actually a science in itself of, well, it was like the science of Hollywood before they had words in them. Like words that people said. Like for example, Charlie Chaplin, he was a sketcher because they could be text. They could use text, right? Mostly. But they don't have dialogue. It's a dialogue-less movie. That would be like really early Hollywood. Those were sketches. And Chaplin was a sketcher, while a guy like Ron Reynolds is a skitter because he has lines he has to say. That's why both movies and shows are going to second plane these days, because there's a really weird thing where I say, now let's talk about Twitch. Twitch are streamers. Stream is usually a word for something that you're just doing, like playing a game. Usually playing a game. I would say like 97% of Twitch is game oriented, and there's a little bit of it that is just other stuff, but almost 100% of it is games. And a stream is like you're doing something and you have live chat there, and it's like very real time. A stream is very real time. It's like you with your audience, and they're there telling you what to do or say, or not, or just telling you just random shit, but like it has to do with your stream. And your stream, there's a lot of people that like to even read them out, but that's called a stream because it's more like live chat, and it's actually something more like intelligent. Sorry to say the word, but the next group of people are called the YouTubers. The YouTubers are the vloggers. I don't know what it means to be a vlogger. I have no freaking clue. Like I look at a skitter and I know what he's doing. I look at a sketcher, I know what he's doing. I look at a streamer, I know what he's doing. But I look at a vlogger and I'm like, what are you doing? And I think that's the magic of YouTube. That vlogging is kind of like the newest science. No one really knows what vlogs are. It's like there was this really respectable guy, and I'm gonna have to mention his name. I think it's Hammer and Sickle, but he was just like a really serious sort of street cred, serious slash metal style news source, at least to me. To me, of course. And this dude said that YouTube is known for people talking about stupid stuff. And I said, wow, that's funny, right? Now I know exactly what he means. Of course, you got channels like him that are more fact based. Channels that, like, he basically, he's probably still around and probably still, like, beefing on people. That's what he did. But I don't want to get into the beef part of YouTube because the beef part of YouTube is the smarter part of YouTube and the part of YouTube that actually molded me as a YouTuber, ironically, because I started watching serious YouTubers. I said I didn't want the dumb YouTubers, I want the serious YouTubers. And the YouTubers that are like just bogus, were the ones I liked the least. At least back in 2015. And so my channel is really random because I have seen so many serious YouTubers for so long that I didn't want to watch YouTube. And I was like, that's weird because I always want to watch YouTube. And then, I went with the YouTubers that are kind of like just random and say whatever the heck they want to say. Like I'm doing just right now, but more random than this. And then now I'm getting into YouTubers where it's like a short film every video they do. Of course, CGI and ropes and stuff. Especially when it's a toy, it's obviously fake. But I'm getting into these guys who are like short filmmakers. Uh, I'm not there at all yet, and I don't really want to. Well, I could be there, but that's like the next step from being just a random guy, and then you're so random, then you like join with people called collabs. You do collabs, and then you eventually have them as your crewmates. Like if you are the captain of your own ship. That is my plan for this channel. That I start doing random stuff and I start getting crewmen, which will help me do short films. But I don't want to do them scary. I want to do them. I want them to be funny. I want to do like short films on YouTube that are really funny. I could think on the top of my head about one YouTuber that one of my friends knows. Or it's not one, but a group of YouTubers that is exactly what I'm thinking about when I'm saying like funny. Like, okay, so let me go a little closer to me. Dirty Frank. Dirty Frank is like exactly a short filmmaker, but his videos are tended like to be satirical, and also he's trying to make you laugh. And you have those short filmmakers that try to make you scared. And so the next step to that is filmmaking, which is a movie. And James Ralph already has his, actually called The Angry Video Game Nerd. So you can go from me being a guy who's just talking crap to a short filmmaker to a movie maker, which means that you don't have to be an actor, you would be a director. Peace.